Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry if some of these videos look all the same, like I'm wearing the same things and in the same place. Obviously, I'm filming this knowing that I'm going to Dubai in a couple of days, so I'm trying to film a few in the same day so I can edit them and upload them to a schedule for when I'm away, because I've actually not really been given much notice. I've only been given a couple of days notice. So, sorry about that, but yeah, we're going to do some first impressions, because I don't have time to delve in to do full reviews, unfortunately. So, I have done videos that you will have seen already, because this will come out later, of a couple of full reviews. Is it a couple or just one? But they were kind of written down in notes that I'd done already, testing them properly. I don't really have time now to do full reviews. So that's why we're doing first impressions. So this is Le Jardin Retrouve. I'm so sorry, my French is just ridiculously poor. I can't pronounce the name, but they look like this. Yeah, I got 4 of these. So this is Sandalwood Sacré, and then we have Citron Bobole. Oh my dear word. Eau des Délices. I am so sorry if you're French. Cuir de Lucie. I can say that one, kind of. Okay. Pronunciation aside, I will put the names on the screen for you guys. Sandalwood Sucré. So I like Sandalwood, so hopefully I really like this one. I'm just going to have a quick read on the back. It says, I think, okay, looking at these, they're inspired by different years in history. This one is 1786. I might be wrong, I'm presuming here. On the banks of the river Nerbudda, you walk towards a sacred grove that houses a small Hindu temple. You set up your easel, get out your drawing tools and start to sketch. Suddenly, the powdery notes of a perfume hit you. Sandalwood, patchouli, oak moss and musk. And then, like a gift, coriander, petitgrain and orange blossom is the spirit of the place speaking to you. So, is this inspired by art? Okay, I think these are inspired by... In fact, are they paintings and artwork? Maybe I should have done a little bit of research first. We'll delve into that later when I do full reviews. But they seem to be inspired by time and dates and kind of art and, you know. So, nevertheless, we'll get into it with Sandalwood Sacré. So, okay, we're imagining sitting down near a Hindu temple. Oh, this is nice. And we're painting. It doesn't remind me at all of a Hindu temple. Sandalwood, patchouli, oak moss, musk, coriander, petitgrain, orange blossom. God, I can barely smell it already. At first it was like this waft of really nice, soft, pale woods. It didn't particularly smell of sandalwood, if I'm honest. It smelled more just generally kind of pale wood. I genuinely can't smell a thing now. Let me spray it on skin. Honestly, I can't smell anything. Is there something on there? I don't remember spraying anything there. Okay. I can barely smell anything, honestly. It's the faintest kind of wood smell. Wow, this is really, really faint. It's a very, very weak kind of, I would say, kind of a very light, musky, pale wood. I literally can't smell anything. Okay, yeah. I had about 10 seconds of smelling something very faint that was quite pleasant, and just then nothing. I've never had that experience before. I literally can't smell anything. Okay, we're gonna go with the next one. Oh, Délices. I'll go back to it at the end of the video and see if I can smell it again, but honestly there's nothing there at the moment. So I'll put the name on the screen because my pronunciation is horrendous. I'm sorry. Okay, so it's a very warm in the Prado Museum. The Garden of Delights, painted in 1503, intrigues everyone who comes to see it, including you. Suddenly, you hear the sound of glass that someone dropped. It leaves behind a light, fresh scent. A harmony of lemon, bergamot, mandarin, petitgrain and lavender quenches your thirst. The bass notes of cypress, patchouli and oak moss captivate you. Okay, so we're looking at a painting called The Garden of Delights that was painted in 1503, and someone's dropped a citrusy cocktail. I mean, you definitely get all the, you get the lemon quite clearly. I feel like the main notes are lemon and petitgrain. It's refreshing, and it could smell a little bit like cleaning products to some people just because of the lemon. I do think it's kind of leaning that way personally. When I smell lemon, sometimes it reminds me of like floor cleaner to polish a wooden floor. That's kind of how it kind of has that vibes, to be honest, to me. Yeah, lemon petitgrain smells a little bit like a cleaning product though. But it's very clean and fresh. If you like lemon scents, it might be one worth checking out. It depends how you take that. Obviously, some people don't smell cleaning products, some people do. That's how it is, I guess. The year on the back actually says 1970. So if it's created to a specific time. This one is from 1920. This is Queer de Lucy. So the opera hall is packed. There's a ballet. You are seated with a flamboyant Parisian in the front row. Wide-eyed, you watch Nijinsky and his soft leather boots. He leaps, he spins, he fills the stage with his bewitching scent of ylang-ylang, violet and cinnamon, enveloping a harmony of cade wood and styrax. You wish that this moment could last forever. Okay, so we're watching a ballet, and presumably it's 1920, and the person spinning on stage smells like ylang-ylang, leather boots, violet and cinnamon, with styrax and cade wood. So, with the name Queer, I'm presuming leather, so I'm presuming it's going to be more of a leathery fragrance. Okay, instantly I smell Parma violets. It's definitely violety. Woo! I know not everyone is familiar with Parma violets. It's a UK thing. We have these little candy sweets called Parma violets, and they taste like perfume. Like violet flavoured perfume. This is straight up Parma violets. It's very, very violety. Like violet candy, if you can imagine violet candy for, people that don't know what Parma violets smell like. It's a dusty violet candy. I get a hint of the cinnamon. It's warm and slightly sweet. The cinnamon is subtle, but you get the wisp, just the wisp of it, of the sweetness and the warmth of the cinnamon. The violet's still the main note. It's giving me a bit of a headache. I think I'm smelling it too close. Okay, first impressions are that, oh my god, my head is banging. Okay, perfume headache. First impression, it's strong. It's giving me a headache. It's nice. I like the smell of it. It's candied violet. I get a little bit of sweet, warm cinnamon. It's smelling more feminine. It's really not leaning in a masculine way. It's definitely pushing to the feminine. I guess you could say maybe a little bit of soft leather. I think it's starting to turn now. Okay. Yeah, the leather's coming through, and it's slightly dirty, like a dirty brown leather. It's not like a polished sheen leather. This is a little bit more old, kind of dirty leather. Okay, I'd be interested in reviewing this one because I think it's going to change a little bit. If you tried this one, let me know what your thoughts on that. You know, if you think it's feminine or masculine, or how you interpretate the leather in that. If you agree that it's kind of more of an old leather, or... yeah, interesting. We'll come back to that. Last one, Citron Boboli. I've no idea. 2000 it says on the back, and then it reads, after visiting the Palazzo Pitti, you blithely make your way to the heights of the Boboli Gardens. The view of Florence is stunning. Oh, Florence. I've been to Florence. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Lovely architecture and history, and it's just gorgeous. There's a fragrance festival there in September. I think between the 8th and the 10th. I think there's a few people going. Obviously, loads of perfumers going, but I think there's maybe 1 or 2 reviewers maybe going. Florence is stunning, but a grotto on your right draws you with its chilled air. Just at the entrance, a statue is bedecked with beautiful lemons. Are they real or are they virtual? Why can you smell the fragrance of Italian lemon, petitgrain, bitter orange and galbanum, and the hint of black pepper and cloves? Where does it come from? It's not all that lemony, to be honest. I get the petitgrain and the galbanum. There's kind of a dirty green note, which is the galbanum. The petitgrain is definitely there. There is a slight bitter quality. The petitgrain is definitely there. There is a slight bitterness to it. I think the spice of the black pepper is very subtle. I don't particularly smell clove. This one is not my taste, but I would say it's unisex, leaning feminine maybe. Personally, I'm not a fan of galbanum. I don't like the note really, and I don't really smell the lemon, but I think it's petitgrain and galbanum really are the main notes there. It's not my taste, definitely more unisex. And another fragrance I think you would struggle to pick up. It's not one that you would wear all the time. It smells more of a specific occasion, maybe when you're, I don't know, I'm trying to think when you would wear it. Maybe just a casual kind of spring kind of daytime fragrance. See if I can smell that sandalwood one again. Maybe I'm anosmic to whatever's in that, I don't know, but there's definitely not a lot of real sandalwood in there. Because I'm definitely not anosmic to sandalwood. I love sandalwood. So I'm surprised it's called that. I feel like it's probably synthetic, maybe, you know, ISOE Super Hedione, that kind of thing. It feels like there's very little real wood in that, I've got to be honest, because it just doesn't smell of anything. That's my only conclusion there, because I am a bit anosmic to ISOE Super and Hedione. Some people get very strong cedarwood light notes from ISOE Super. I barely smell it. If I spray it on skin, I just don't smell anything. It's something that I am quite anosmic to. To me, it smells like a very light, pale balsa wood. But I just can't smell anything from that at all. Yeah, I mean, interesting. If there's a specific one you want me to review in full, let me know and I will do that. I think I would probably review these two, Cuir de Lucy and Eau de Delicis. I can't pronounce these names. I think I'll go ahead and review these two at some point. There's no point in me reviewing this thing because it just literally doesn't smell of anything. And that one isn't my taste because of the galbanum and the petitgrain. Those are two notes that I don't enjoy personally. So there's no point in me reviewing that one because it's just going to be a bad review just because it's not my taste, which, you know, isn't fair on the fragrance really. It's just personal taste, isn't it? So I will review these two, and I'll see you again next time with another video. Take care. Bye bye.